What we're going to do now is a full abdominal scan. Okay, so there's various ways you can start, but the most common way to actually start this is in the midline. This is because the pancreas and the midline are a difficult thing to demonstrate. So we need as many opportunities as we can to see it, but also as the patient takes big deep breaths through the abdomen, through the examination, what often happens is that they actually suck air into the stomach, and then once the air goes into the stomach, you really struggle to see the actual pancreas. So as you can see, I've actually started in the midline, and we can clearly see spine, aorta, pancreas, and left lobe of the liver. This is bowel and actually stomach. Now, the good thing about starting in long section is that it allows you to put your focus in the right place. Okay, and also to optimize your depth, your gain, and your TGC. Okay, so we can now see that is a nice view of the abdomen. If we wanted to, we could also zoom it up slightly as well. Okay, so we can see aorta. So I start by scanning down the aorta, so gentle pressure, and you can see the abdominal aorta, and you'll see as it tapers down at the end towards bifurcation. So we can see it tapering there. We can also change the depth as we go. Okay, and now I would then bring the probe back up to the midline. I would turn round into 90 degrees, and then I would follow down, pushing the bowel gas out of the way, following down, so we can see that the patient doesn't have an aortic aneurysm. Okay, at this point we're also looking for any enlarged lymph nodes in the midline. Okay, we then come back up to the top, and we can now see a lovely pancreas. Different ways you can do it when it's easy to see, as it is in this case. You just put the probe on in transverse and you can see it. But if it's more difficult, what you need to do is start in the midline, ask the patient to take a big deep breath, okay, and put the probe onto the pancreas, and then rotate the probe round through 90 degrees, and then you can see a lovely pancreas there. Okay, so we're not seeing the head as perfectly as we would like to, but we are certainly seeing the body and the tail very nicely there. So this is the body, and this is the tail. This is the spine, this is aorta, this is SMA, this is splenic vein, and this is the popliteal confluence. We'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, but I do want to see this head of the aorta a little bit better, because that's the most common place for masses. So I'm just going to rotate the probe, a little bit of pressure, trying to push that bowel gas out of the way. And you can also try different, I'm just rotating, and we're seeing a bit more of the head there. And that we can also ask the patient to take a different states of actual respiration. So if you can just take a big deep breath from it, so it's breath right the way out, that's actually made things worse. So we'll ask the patient to breathe completely out. And again, that hasn't particularly helped, but one of the other things we can do is ask the patient to push the stomach muscles out. And that has been the most effective thing to do for us. So we're actually seeing the head quite nicely there. If we're really struggling, we can also ask the patient to drink water, and then that will actually fill the stomach full of water, and then we can see the pancreas quite nicely that way too. But I'm quite happy that pancreas is completely normal. So what I'm going to do now is ask the patient to take a big deep breath, and then we're going to sweep across to look at the left lobe of the liver, and you can see I'm sweeping right the way across. You'll also probably note that my left hand hasn't left the actual controls this time, because all the way through this examination I'll be using my depth, and I'll be using my focus, and I'll be using my gain. So I'm just going to bring the focus down a little bit now, and then I'm going to turn the probe to 90 degrees and big deep breath again. And now we are coming through, and we are scanning up. So we're seeing the heart there. I'm quite happy we've seen all of that, all of the left lobe of the liver there, and then I'm going to come over and see the rest of it. I'm going to come across. Okay, just take a big deep breath again, and now I'm going to bring the probe laterally. We can see the IVC and portal vein now coming across. We can now see gallbladder and the portal vein and CBD. And I'm going to increase my depth now. Bring my focus down, and I'm going to get the patient to take a big deep breath now. And then I can sweep right the way across. But again, I'm now changing my depth, I'm changing my gain, and then I'm going to come up and I'm going to sweep across. So I'm happy that I've seen most of the liver at this stage now. I've seen gallbladder, I've seen most of the liver, but I'm still not happy that I've actually seen everything, because we have to scan in different positions. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come around the side. I'm going to look at the kidney, and what I'm doing now, this is helping me do two things. One, I'm scanning the liver intercostally. So all the parts of the liver that were in the far field when I was scanning subcostal are now in the near field. As you can see, I'm going up and down the rib spaces, and this is just a different angle to look at the actual liver, and I'm moving the probe up and down, and I'm coming up and down, up through the various rib spaces, and I can see the right kidney. So again, I'm quite happy the kidney is grossly normal. I need to come back and see it, but what I'm also doing is I'm comparing the echogenicity of the kidney to the liver, and the echogenicity should be slightly darker or just the same. Okay, I can even turn around to the transverse and have a good look at the liver as well. And we've all been caught out where we think the actual liver's normal, and then we've scanned intercostally and we've found a mass. All of us have actually done that. I'm going to have a look at the liver, at the right kidney, supine. Okay. And again, I'm happy that that's grossly normal, but my examination is still not done, because I want to scan all these structures with the patient turned onto the left-hand side. So if you can turn onto the left-hand side now, I'm going to repeat exactly what I've just done. Just roll slightly backwards. Just straighten your legs for me. Okay. And then I'm going to start in the midline, and then I'm going to repeat exactly what I've just done. So just take a big deep breath, and I'm going to go across to the left, and then I'm going to come across to the right, and now we'll see all these structures in a lot more detail. So I'm now going to have a look at this gallbladder now. So I'm going to optimize my depth for the gallbladder. I'm going to put my focus in the right place, and I'm going to change my gain. Okay, so we can see how by optimizing the gain, all of a sudden that gallbladder is now black. And what I can see now is I can see all the way from the fundus of the gallbladder. If I freeze that image, I can see all the way from the fundus down to the neck, and this is portal vein. This is IVC, and this will be one of the renal arteries. Okay, so we need to look at the gallbladder in long section, and we also need to look at it in transverse section. And I can also narrow the sector width down as well. And we can zoom up to look at this properly. So I'm now having a very good look at the gallbladder. It's important to scan the gallbladder in multiple positions, because gallstones can hide and we only see them when they start moving around. Okay, we'll have a look for the CBD now. So I'm just going to increase my sector range slightly, and I'm going to ask the patient to take a big deep breath. And now what we're going to see, and there we have it. So that is a lovely picture of the CBD. That's great. And what we've got here, this is IVC, this is portal vein, this is hepatic artery coming straight at us, and we can see the CBD coming over the top here. Okay. I can measure it at this point as well. what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and follow the CBD all the way to the head of the pancreas. So just take a big deep breath. There we go, so we can see it beautifully coming over the top of the hepatic artery, and then we're following that back, and we're following that CBD here all the way here to the head of the pancreas. This is the head of the pancreas here, so we've seen that CBD all the way from the head of the pancreas all the way to the portal. That's our CBD done. So what we're doing now the patient is turned on the side, we'll have another look at the right lobe of the liver. So just take a big deep breath from me now. Again, optimise our controls, and I'm just doing exactly the same as what I did before. We're having a really good look through, and we want to see all of the liver. The patient on the side, we can also look at it intercostal as well, and we repeat the process we did before. And then we come back on subcostal again, so a big deep breath. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the probe through 90 degrees, and we will start looking at this liver in transverse section. So we can see the portal veins there. This is the middle, the right and the left portal vein. By angling slightly down, we can then see the portal vein here. This is the portal vein. But it's not just about taking pictures. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have scanned right the way through every bit of that liver. As you can see, I'm moving the probe around, and I'm having a good look through the whole of that liver. Okay, so I'm now quite happy. If we need to, we can also turn the patient completely on their left hand side as well. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a look at the right kidney. Optimize the image. Again, my hands moving over the controls. We're going to have a look at the kidney. Okay, we're going to sweep our way through different stages of respiration, and we're going to turn into transverse and repeat the process. Needs to, we can also come around the back and look at the kidney by placing the probe. Press the probe on the back, and we can see a beautiful view of the kidney there. Okay. What we do now is we ask the patient to roll flat onto the back. We're going to look at the left hand side now. So we can now see the spleen. That's a nice view of the spleen there. Again, optimise the image with the TGC. So that is the spleen in long section. We can look at it in long section. We can also look at it in transverse section. Okay, and then we can look at the left kidney. Okay, we can ask the patient to turn onto the right hand side now. And then we can see the left lobe of the left kidney. Just take a big deep breath for me. Super, looks really nice. Optimise the image. Now we're scanning through.